SciFi Surprize Series continues / returns with Destroy All Planets, or Gamera versus, Bairus, or Gamera versus Viras, or, this is one of my favorites, the Italian title is Il Monstro Invincible. That's pretty cool. Spanish title is Viras Ataque la Tierra. That's actually pretty good. I think that might be the best one, except for it doesn't have Gamera in it. And then the German one is Frankenstein's Wildmonster Grift an. My German's not strong enough to get more than Frankenstein's monster out of that, and I'm not sure what that has to do with this movie. Anyway, Shannon here, back with the SciFi Surprize Series. Woohoo! I haven't actually taken a break. I guess with the Star Trek-ness, that's been my focus, is a little Star Trek. And I might do one more Star Trek video. I might do a wrap-up one. But in Sci-Fi Surprise Land, can't leave the monsters behind. No monster left behind. And we are back with another Gamera film. This is the second that's come out of the hat. The first one was Gamera vs. Gyron, or Attack of the Monsters. And this one's Destroy All Planets. And it's funny, because when I picked the title, it sounded familiar, but I haven't seen it. And, because I haven't seen any of these movies. And I think what happened was, originally when I started the Sci-Fi Surprise Series, I did a video, and there was something wrong with it. So, the first thing I actually pulled out of the hat, because it's all about pulling it out of the hat, not knowing what's next, blah, blah, blah. I think the first one I pulled out actually was Destroy All Planets. But then I put it back in the hat because I couldn't use the video, and I had to maintain integrity, and the choice I made was to just start afresh. So that's why it was familiar, and I went kind of like, what? At the last one. So now this is the fourth Gamera film. It comes actually, I think, before Attack of the Monsters, which is the one I've seen. It's very similar, very similar, and the first thing I noticed about these films is they're kids' movies. These aren't even family movies. I would really say these are kids' movies with kid protagonists and very simple ideas in terms of what to do and what will work and the problems and stuff like that. But it's really weird because they're juxtaposed with some of the craziness. Like, there's lots of monster stuff. So, this is a science fiction movie. Yes, it's a science fiction movie. Gamera is this monstrous, this flying turtle who's friendly, good, Gamera is a good monster, and then Viras, or whatever, is a bad monster. Oh, I want to shift that because you have to see, I have to see a little awesome spaceship. But I found it, honestly, a little hard to follow. It started off really, pretty strong, I thought, but it was really hilarious. I knew, this is one of those movies that, ironically, I could not find a Japanese title for this film at all. It's obviously dubbed, it's obviously dubbed, but it's really hilarious because they do this whole introduction with the aliens, or whatever they're talking, I don't know if it's the aliens talking or the narrator or whatever, and they go all this whole thing and whatever, and the only person who can save us is go title card, Destroy All Planets. So the only person who can save us is Destroy All Planets. Not so much. I think they mean Gamera. And I was sad because in Gamera vs. Gyron, my favorite line was, Gamera is the children's friend! And they didn't say it here. I was waiting for it, and I didn't hear it. So it's weird. So it's in science fiction, yes, but, it's very similar to the other one I saw, so there wasn't much new there. There was some real creepiness, honestly, it's weird, because you have the very simple ideas of the kids being able to, how they, want to solve things and how they want to do things, and, the main kid's, really smart, but, it's really simple, which is what makes it, I think, a kid's film, is it's very simple a lot of ways, and he has, the sidekick buddy who has a lasso, and anyway, it's fun in terms of that kind of stuff. It's really fun, but it's pretty long, an hour and a half for me was a little long. I could have done easily or less on this one, and there's a huge section in this one, as there was in the last one, this huge montage of previous Gamera battles, and I'm watching these out of order, so I actually fast-forwarded through those because I didn't want to see what hopefully I will say. I have no idea, again, because a lot of these are retitled. I don't know how many Gamera films are in my collection. Although obviously there's at least one more because that one hasn't happened yet, and I'm pretty sure that's Gamera the Invincible. So could be more. I don't want to really look it up. Kind of prefer the mystery of it. And so lots of previous footage. There was some, oddly, I think for a kids movie, there's some pretty scary stuff going on. The alien ship, which is actually pretty hilarious because the alien ship, like the computer / narrator talks to the crew, which you don't see for most of the movie. So it's kind of like, we must do this, we must attack the Earth, we must blah blah blah. It's like, who are you talking to? It's like there's nobody there. So that was pretty funny. But so I was kind of like, scratching the head. But a lot of stuff that I thought that happened on the ship was pretty scary and would totally freak me out if I was a kid. And I actually thought it was pretty freaky even still, because it's all the things that used to scare me when I was a kid. So, like, it's kind of weird, because it definitely has a kid movie vibe, but definitely has the scary vibe, you know, and then aliens, and then monsters, and all that kind of crazy stuff. I will say that, you know, when it gets to the sort of battle stuff, it's awesome. And it's like, it's no question that this feels like, you know, when you're a kid and you have like dinosaurs and you're making them fight each other. But without your hands, right? Like they're there and things break and things fly and things, you know, you don't know what's gonna happen, and like, it's simple attacking, but it's awesome. It's all of that stuff, and it really sort of, for me, that's really the joy of these films that I've gotten from them, because it's funny and it's just adventurous and just goofy and just a lot of fun. So I really, like that. So I was really happy with that. But I was also like, like I actually had some moments like that, which was hilarious. I couldn't believe it. I actually did that and then laughed at myself while I was watching the movie because I was worried about Gamera. Like, no! Too funny. Yeah, okay, so I think we all have that kid in our heart kind of thing going on, because I definitely had those moments. So, I don't know. It's weird. I didn't love it as much as Attack of the Monsters, only because I think this was the first one I saw, and this one was so similar. Like, it's really extremely similar, and that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that, but I think the first one really got me. And the first one, I actually enjoyed it more, also because it had more battle sequences than this one. This one had some other stuff, and there was actually also, surprisingly, some philosophical questions going on. So maybe not entirely a kids movie, although mostly a kids movie. So, but it was science fiction, so yay! And I did enjoy it, yay! Just not as much as the other one. I don't know where I'd put it. I'd have to look. Maybe just behind, actually. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. We're getting to so many films that it's hard to decide how much I like something. Ooh, my hat's dusty. I need to dust. I don't dust. Okay, next movie is... It's this one. It is this one. Whoops, I hit it. Colossus and the Amazon Queen? With Rod Taylor, 1960 color. I was trying to think, was Gamera color? Yeah, it was color, because I remember the spaceship being yellow. But it's that washed out color. Alright! Colossus and the Amazon Queen. I have no idea. X-Men? I assume not. Colossus. I don't know! I have no sense of that movie at all, which is always, actually, I usually find to be quite a treat, and I never know. And I've been actually hit and miss. A lot of the ones that have, like, the Amazon Queen, like, that kind of, like, when there's a girl, obviously a woman or a girl reference in the title, I always get a little leery, because they can be a little creepy. But I think it certainly hasn't always been, and some of those have actually been some of the ones I really like. The Voyage to the Planet of the Prehistoric Women is definitely one of my favorites. This has been such a crazy journey, and so this is my 22nd film. Colossus and the Amazon Queen will be my 23rd film. We're almost at the halfway point, and I'm pretty good with that. I wanted to do this over the year, and we're not halfway through the year, and I'm not halfway through the title, so I think that means I'm on track. Yes! Woo! Happy dance. Okay. Alright, I'll be back next time with Colossus and the Amazon Queen. Wow, I can't have a hard time remembering that one. Thanks so much for watching.